Welcome back to another one. Just finally got my first doe of the year. Pretty excited. A little time lapse I did there. Something flying in the night sky. Beautiful moon dropping down. I walked in pretty late and there were a doe right around me. So she started blowing and nothing worse than a blowy doe. So unfortunately I had to give it to her. It was great to fill the freezer with some fresh meat, and thank God for the animal and the harvest. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified when we post. Had a pretty long standoff here, holding the bow back for a couple minutes, so. Came in here at 12 yards and I aimed a little high, unfortunately, but the grass was right there and I didn't want to compromise the shot any worse by aiming through the grass. So I knew exactly where it was going to go, and it was a pretty lethal shot. I hear a lot of disagreements about taking frontal shots, but in this case I felt extremely comfortable with it, and it wasn't dead front, so I thought it was pretty ethical. Well, I found good signs of blood, so I waited till the morning because it was just a better decision, I felt, to let her wait. And it was a cool night, so there's no problem in doing it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it must be a bad shot. I shouldn't have taken it, but it was so close. Yeah, so much for a bad shot.
Caught some flack with people saying that I shouldn't be dragging it through the water, but it was the path of least resistance, and I was just getting to
Dude, that
another
thing
spot to get it out and quartered.
really did work. So let's get her all quartered out.
Here's my quartering process. It did go through the back rear quarter, so I didn't really want to eat around where the water had gotten into the wound. So basically I just cut all around that back part and harvested what I could. Unfortunately, the dogs here were messing with the bag, so I had to tell them to sit down and stop doing that because they wanted the meat before they get their scraps. But yeah, this is basically just doing quarter by quarter, skin on. I didn't want to open that guts cavity up because that's a nightmare when you do penetrate any of the internal organs in the lower region. So I just did it, the gutless method, which is really turning out to be a great way. And I think it dulls the knife a little more, cutting that much hide, but it can be a very, very clean method if you know what you're doing, because you can't roll it onto the ground in the wrong area if you have the skin exposed. So there's little things you can pick up doing the gutless method, and I prefer it now. Just quartering each leg out and getting the back straps and every little piece that really you can get. But since she was in the water, I decided to, minimize any areas that would lead the water to get inside the wound. Next clip is just opening day, where I had drone just keep flying over our property repeatedly, and it was quite annoying on the first day to have somebody flying over private property, and just not once or twice, but real low and repeatedly, about 5 times back and forth through a 40-acre lot. So I just was upset about it.
Been hunting the whole morning. I would say it was fun, but I had a guy with a drone flying over me. Property line from here. Property line all the way back to the back of the property. 5 times now I've counted. Opening day of deer season, and you're flying over private property. It's pretty upsetting. I'm just trying to hunt in peace and not hear humans in my private property. And I guess I can't even do that with this day and age. People freaking trespass with technology even. It's a real shame.